Well, that you're talking about TD Rice.
Yes, yes.
And so what he did was he saw, and you just need some context here to see how this image just transpired and to something that was completely false. So on plantations, um, during the Sabbath, it was you couldn't dance. You know, dancing was considered sacrilegious, and so African Americans figured out a way to sort of, shuffle their feet, and that was like their form of dancing. So it wasn't like dancing; it was, a shuffle or whatnot, so they wouldn't get in trouble. And what he saw on this plantation one day was a crippled African American man doing this shuffle. So he took that, he was a performer, and so he just took that false image again, because this was a crippled African American who was just shuffling his feet, which was going to be a little awkward. And went on stage that night, ripped his clothes, put on blackface, and portrayed that as if it was a real image of African Americans dancing, you know. And this is what happens a lot. People see things that they don't understand, that they don't have any context of, and portray it as real. I coined the phrase fakeality television, because we see these reality television shows, especially when it comes to Black women, right? Where they're fighting, they're arguing. I mean, and we know the very first one that started this was Flavor of Love on MTV. And people don't realize these are paid actors and actresses on these shows. This is not, and that's why I call them fakeality, because this is not reality, right? And what has happened because of those shows is the statistics show us the violence against Black women on Black women have risen. The violence between Black men and Black women have risen as well. And we can pinpoint when this happened, when these shows started to air on television.